All right, welcome back to some Minecraft and yeah, 1 second here. All right, welcome back. Sorry, I spent ages doing this. I keep forgetting with Forge. Like, if you want to play Forge like a lot and you want to do multi-monitor, you have to do it. It's so stupid, but you can't play it unless you only open the full screen after the game. Sometimes it works, but like a lot of the time, like to get it to work more reliably, you have to only open the your other monitor once you've loaded up the game and done everything else. And I always forget that. I always think like surely they fixed that by now, but they never do. So that is infuriating. I for some reason I actually yeah I got rid of dynamic dynamos because I was like, is that causing the problem? But it wasn't. Um, it wasn't. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take a little break from whatever we're doing here. Because we've got things set up reasonably at this point. I wanted to do some more stuff with uh, this mod. So, you know what? The thing about this setup, right, is that it's really stupid to be completely honest. Like, you know, what am I doing here? I should have just, I should have just done crafters really. Like honestly, like these things would be better off going. And I'm in another version, aren't I? These things would be better off just going into here. I could just put them in here, couldn't I? It might be easier just to do that. This way I can just export like, what are they called? These things. Well, that was interesting. And then I could just take, what are they called? Dream cherries, and they're from Mythic Botany Dream cherries. Do you not automatically export into that? You should do. Do you not take? Why does it not automatically go in? That's what I'm wondering actually. Does it not push it? I was under the impression it would, right? Maybe it needs a cable there as well. If I put a cable there, will it work? It might. Let's see. I feel like you're not supposed to do it that way though. How'd you get those things in then? Should I just put an export on the back of it? Let's see what if I do that. But why does that work and the interface doesn't work? Because that should work, right? Hmm. Doesn't make much sense why that doesn't work really. Guess we'll just use exporters for everything. Right, let's just... Because the thing is, I know I can get things to work, but it's just like I prefer not to do it this way, if I'm being honest. There you go. So let's just forget about all these things then. What's the point, right? Let's do it the simple way. Maybe I'll think about it. I'll try and work it out later. I've just had enough with messing with this stuff for now. You know, I want to just get on with it, actually doing some stuff. We'll just do it this way around, right? Yeah, basically. And then... yeah, I mean, I guess we could just export out the top, couldn't we? Yeah. So we put like our furnace down. We'll just put exporters on the top. It's kind of not the way I wanted to do it, but... I mean, it's one way to do it, isn't it? It is one way to do it. And I don't really need this. It looks better that way anyway, doesn't it, to be honest? Alright. So if we want to get some lead ingots... Which one do we looking for? Here we are. I removed one probe as well, which is a bit stupid. Did I not put them in? I just want to just put them in. He's not facing the right way. They're not. Alright, we'll get there in the end. We will get there in the end. Does the blast furnace take... I may not even be able to do that with the blast furnace. What did I need the blast furnace for? Was it the gold? I don't remember. We'll find out soon enough. Honestly, I don't think I need it for anything. Oh yeah, to make tallow. To make tallow... Yeah, that's the only way to make tallow in the blast furnace, isn't it? The rotten flesh. So will it work or not? Find out. I don't remember the... Okay. Right. Just maybe get rid of that for a second. You might want to put some rotten flesh in there. All right. Doesn't go in the back. Which way does it go in? We can't really do it that way, can we? I feel like it goes in the top. I feel like it does go in the top, right? It might go in the top. Let's try it in the top then. You know what? Maybe I'll put it over here. We'll put the crafter here. Yeah, I guess you could do it like that. What is the rules for furnace? Coal goes in the sides, does it? Let's try it. Oh, you're going to go in at least. You are. There you go. Was it coal in the sides, output out the bottom? Is there a way to connect more easily with some of the other stuff? Not really. Let's just see then. Should I put... let's just see if it comes out. Because I don't know. It does. I mean, I could just not worry about it too much. I can't be bothered with it. Could actually fit something else in front. I mean, I could have actually put it here, couldn't I? Now I think about it. Yeah. Why did I move it down? That was kind of pointless. Yeah, let's not move it down then. So you actually going to go here. Because all we need to do is make sure this goes in the top, right? And then we can still extract out the bottom. Yeah, actually that's a bit clever. Yeah, right, that's easier. So you could basically do that. It's a little bit messy. It's a little bit messy, but what can you do? Still looks better from this position, right? It looks like everything's working well. Still a gap though, isn't there? Yeah. The only way I would have to literally move the cable around it if I wanted to do it that way. It would look better to move it all the way forward, wouldn't it? It would. What did I do with the thingamajig? Okay, I've still got it. Let's just do it this way and move the cable instead. Because I do think that, like, if you're looking at the recipes, this is the thing you really want to be looking at the most, right? It just doesn't accept. Yeah. So. Man, there's no real good way of doing it. Is there really? That is probably the neatest way of doing it, though, out of all of them. And then moving the cable around. I guess it probably makes sense if you wanted to do it this way. You could just move all these cables down. Right. That way you can. That's where you can get the importer in there, and then move that out the back. Yeah, that might be the way to do it, right? And then put the cable in here. Like that. If you want to let me click it. Come on, bro. No? Why not there? What is there? There is nothing there. Huh. Why not let me click there? That is really weird. Well, we got there in the end, I suppose. So at least it looks better from the front now. So where's my importer here then? Yeah, let's change everything then. Because basically there's no point putting the importer there if we're not... We may as well just do it this way around. Yeah, let's just go down here and put it all underground. Not there. We'll go one more so we don't block the water. We'll go down here. Let's actually do it before we... So we've decided we're going to do it that way around, right? So this cable is going to come out to this spot here, right? Actually, no, we don't need to go to that spot. Cable is going to, yeah. It does have to go forward at least one here. That I find really weird that it's not letting me click. You have to click on this block to get that to connect like that. Then we do a step down there. That's the right place for it to cross, right? So what it means basically... interestingly, the yeah, you would need to connect. Yeah, in this case, it's like because the blast furnace is. You would always need to make sure that any block that was not. Let me just see what happens, because obviously the importer now for this importer. The whole reason we're doing this is that we can put the importer on the bottom, right? So the importer could go there. But that's still not going to charge the whole lot. This will charge the whole lot there. So that is basically the structure you need to have if you wanted to do something like that. But yeah, then, yeah, I mean, you need to have the import there. That's the right place for that. That does that line. Yeah, I kind of like it. I do kind of like it. It's fairly neat there. All right, let's just forget about that for now. Yeah, I mean, it looks a little bit neater, doesn't it? I mean, at this point, we could probably... Yeah, I mean, I probably should if I'm thinking about it. It's kind of interesting, like, maybe if you have the power here going over and then the crafting going under, because there's obviously more to be done in crafting. So you... Okay, so what were you saying then? So you're going to get... Where have my patterns gone then? What patterns do you have? You have the tallow. Did I delete the patterns? I may have done. So we want the patterns for rotten flesh. Not that pattern there. Yeah, that's an interesting one. Let's try this afterwards, right? I might be able to do that. I'm not sure if I can, but we'll see. Pattern to get into leather, right? This guy. And then the pattern to make lead ingots is this one. Obviously, going to probably change that because that's not at all how you'd want to do it, but it's always fun just to mess around with these things, right? 4 and oh, damn it! Where did that just go? Did it go? Have I got an import underneath this? Surely not. Why do I have an importer there? It's because I moved everything around, wasn't it? It does look neater though, for sure, to do that. We should have our patterns in here then. Oh, I've got 2 of them. Let's actually just get rid of both of them. It's interesting they actually import it directly from here. Alright, so now we can import from the back. And instead of exporting there, we're going to export at the bottom. So we'll get rid of all the leather, we'll get rid of all the tallow. And we can craft leather, but there's no tallow crafting. Where's my tallow one then? That's a good question. Don't see it. The Euro blast furnace recipe. Oh, you actually are in there, but you're not connected to the network. That's a good point. And you're not connected to the network because you need a spot here, don't you? Is there a better spot to connect that to? Because I really didn't want to have a cable. I guess you've got, I mean, where is it going to connect? It has to be there, really, doesn't it? Is it not like, can you not do something with this connection? It doesn't look the best, does it? You'd need like an entangled block to... Yeah, because I haven't really got any more sides available, have I? I haven't really got any more sides available for this. I mean, I could export the coal into the side. I wonder if the interface would work here. Interface might be interesting. But it doesn't export directly, does it? It's not going to put that in. So that sucks. You sort of think you're going to manually put those in anyway. Yeah. Maybe I will just, you know what? Maybe I will just put it. You know, why move it up here? Looks a little better now. What is the point of this coming up all the way? Basically, no point at all. Yeah, I mean this cable could just literally be completely underground, couldn't it? Let's not worry about it too much. Do I have back here? You have... Oh, well, that's a big enough disc, isn't it? Get some water in there. What about the turning raw beef? So if you make the... What's it called? I keep getting it wrong. Crucible, right? This thing. How can we work with this? So raw beef... Was it raw beef? This is going to be harder to do, isn't it? You... Do not do that. Raw beef and mushrooms will turn into rotten flesh. Do I have anything that's going to be able to put it in? What about just a regular exporter? Will that work? Can an exporter put it directly in? It might. Let's just try it over here, maybe. Doesn't look very good, does it? You need to have an iron pipe to put it in, I think. I wonder if these connect directly to it. Not really. Let's just first of all see if we can actually get it in the thing. Maybe it goes on the bottom of it. I'm not sure it's going to do anything, is it? I'm almost certain you could hopper items in, but what do I even have here that could maybe do it? Uh, uh, uh. Oh, this thing do it. I'm not going to do it. Trying to think of like some like unique way of doing it. Conveyor belts would probably work. Maybe I should get. Maybe I know the cyclic can do it. It's annoying to me that an exporter can't just export directly into the thing. Though. Looks like that is going to output the. Mm, 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 mm. There probably is stuff in Britannia, but I don't want to use Britannia. I feel like you need an interface for this sort of thing. Do you want to export lead in there? Oh no, there's a basic misunderstanding of how it works. Okay. Love it if it just could export to the side. Would it work if I did it 108 and then put an export of it? Is there nothing in refined? Let me see if I can find something in refined that might let me do it. I think probably my best bet is still this. If this thing can export. Will this put it into a chest below it? Well, how are you supposed to get the stuff out then? What? How does this thing even work? Picks it up. What's it called? Vacuum. It seems to take some sort of augments. Hmm. Certainly not putting it in the thing below though, is it? Uh, I wish there used to be an auto output thing. It's not. It's a bit more simple. It's not going to output anything, is it? Let's just use this thing. Or an exporter into that. What if I put a pattern, like a processing pattern maybe, which is, what was it? 1 beef and 1 mushroom. So 1 beef. I will use the red one. Equals a rotten flesh. No, it doesn't seem like a terrible idea to do that, right? Are you going to work? No, because you need to put, you don't put that in the exporter, you put it in the crafter, bro. I guess we use it. Did I not? Oh, so that's annoying. No, well, that's not that annoying. I don't know where. I think it just got deleted because if you're in creative mode, stuff like that gets deleted all the time. Right, sorry. There you go. Might make sense if you put stuff in. I don't know if I'll. The thing about all this stuff is that this is like. I do like it. I do like it, but it's like I don't know how useful it really is because I have no real interest in the factory stuff. I try to, but maybe I should. I should just try and do it more. You know. Right, so you should just be dumping a load of stuff in. And you are not. Why is that? Have I even connected it? Yeah, everything looks connected. Yeah, if you just want to be a smart ass with the likes, you can just leave, dude. I don't need worthless parasites like you here. There's only one person in the chat. It's you I'm talking about. Ugh, I mean, that is a mystery why that isn't working. Why isn't it working? It's no different from this, right? And that one worked fine. Right. Am I mistaken about how you input into the... Let me just try it with the chest, maybe? Just in case I've got something wrong with the... Oh, now stuff appears. Uh, I'm just going to stop talking if you don't leave. I'm just waiting for you to leave, dude. Get out. There we go. All right. All right. Let's try and focus again. So if I say I want to have a let me think. So we've got no rotten flesh. If I say I want to have one, what happens? You do put the right items in. But for some reason, when the open crate is there, I could have sworn that was what it does. It just drops items. No? And I press the open crate. Unless the open crate, I felt like it always drops items straight down, right? I believe that's true, right? Not feeling. This is why I'm going to do members only, because I just don't like people that aren't members watching. If you're not paying me, it's like it just feels like you're just like a super nerd and you're just constantly being judgmental, and it irritates me. But this doesn't work, right? For some reason, it's not pushing the items in, but they go in as soon as you put. So it's not an acceptable inventory. Yeah, seriously, if you're a super nerd, just don't bother watching me. In fact, you don't really need to watch anyone. You should just play the game and just do it yourself. You know, that is a little bit. It's a little bit of a problem. I do feel sorry for them a little bit because, like, if you're that good at it, like, what's the point of watching anybody? Let me see the thing. Is it called a crafty crate? Hmm. Damn it. I'm sure the open crate does that. Does it have to? You know what it is? Maybe I have to put it into a hopper and then the open crate. That is probably it, right? Let's see if that is the answer. You may also be able to do it directly onto the top of the thing, but I'd like to actually see what I'm doing. What is that? What is that? I've never seen this before. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, Thermal's got some better blocks. It's actually got better blocks than it used to have. Um, it's just a shame that we're in this interesting, like kind of like unusual period, I guess. Is that the way you would do it? I mean, you might. So would you be happy with that? Probably, mate. They're dropping now. What about doing a fluid interface? Not going to put water in, is it? I really need to review what interface means because I feel like I got confused. Where did that go? That went into my. I know where that went. Yeah, I mean, I know that. I mean, yeah, that would have gone. That probably went directly into my storage block back here, right? Yeah, it did. So we want to export. We just need an exporter, right? A fluid exporter. Is that such a thing exist? Would you just use an exporter and put it in fluid mode? Just using random items here. So you need to be a fluid exporter with water. Can you do that? What? Is that not the way to do it? Pretty sure it is. It is, unfortunately. But you do not go in that way. Can you not interact with this thing in any way? Because the problem is you can't do a backwards hopper. Uh, and I can't drop like a. Mm, wonder if this thing would do it. Would it? Probably not, right? But I know that a block like this. Be good if something like that worked, right? Doesn't it? Wonder if it would work with a tank. How does it work then? I really need to look at a setup to see how this is done. Because that's in theory should keep one bottle of liquid in the tank, shouldn't it? Let me just put everything on port. I don't need to worry about that bit actually. If I had a tank here, yeah, let's maybe export to a tank. Just to see how this works, right? Export to a tank. Hmm. You don't want it to work. How did I get it in before then? Because you were working before, I feel. That was working, right? Yeah. But what, you don't want to work this way? No, you do work that way. So let me see what happens. On the right hand side, I want to pull from the right hand side. But I can't push it downwards, right? You're not letting me push this down. I can see this. Pretty sure there's nothing in there, right? Ugh. Hmm. I suppose you want to be like. I know I need to install site click. It doesn't have anything for this. There's no right clicker. I would love it. I would love it if they had some sort of stuff that would work like this, but it doesn't really seem like it will let me do it. Is there no way to get water in it? No, there just isn't, is there? There just isn't a way to get it in without right clicking on it, without something like a user. This isn't something that does that, is it? Uh, nah. Mm-mm-mm. Can I do something with this, maybe? So what you got? You got fill and empty on that. It's not even working. Or is it this? Why is it not working? Why isn't it working, actually? Can you only place it? Wait a minute. Let me just make the thing at least once. What was it? One mushroom, one raw beef. Oh, you know what? I haven't even. That's a good point, isn't it? Let's get a another rack. It probably wouldn't make much difference, but you never know, it might. It's better to place it this way around, isn't it? Just in case there's anything funny. Maybe we don't need to worry about that really for now. Kind of interesting you can't place the... Am I doing something wrong here? Cycle mode is that. So what? You will let me fill a tank though, I bet, right? Oh, wait a minute. So wait, that's off and that's on. I want to fill. It's already full. Great. To turn it on, empty. We're in creative. And that doesn't work. What the? That's insane, that doesn't work. Looks like there's something genuinely wrong with that. You're happy to work with a bucket, but only a bucket, it looks like. You can't actually even extract the water. Did I actually even try a fluid pipe? I might not have done, you know. I seem to remember this doesn't need this, so this is going to annoy me.